Felt like there was something else I needed to check. Oh, I'm good. Never mind. Hey, Buster. Okay, so the cooling loop works. It might not be efficient. It might not always be going in the right place, but it's hitting pretty much the entirety of the base. In that 30 minutes or so I was letting the game run at the end of the stream, I had a very easy time lapse of the temperature change. And yeah, the whole base cooled down as a result. So I'm good with that. Loading back here to this point though, this is before they finished replacing some of this pipe that I forgot about. So that was before I did the time lapse. But I want to work because I noticed how hot this stayed during the entire time lapse. And the contrast between this room and the rest of the base. Plus I'm having a lot of temperature leach through this polluted water pool. I'm thinking it's time to get rid of the polluted water pool. But we will move it somewhere else and we will keep the fish. But probably not here anymore. So I'm primarily working on what I'm affectionately referring to as the boiler room today. So I want to start taking things that produce heat from here, bring it all down here. And then I want to add more reservoirs, liquid and gas, to just be stored here basically. So I have to add a lot of filtration for both the gas and all this water, I guess. And start sending that to storage, and then any excess will make some freaking water buckets outside the base, I guess. So send those. Not using that right now. I need to keep my power generation online for now. So we'll just start with that. And I set up some gas reservoirs up here. Gold. Oh, and I have a thing. Let's give me a bed. No, more gloves. Sick of gloves. You guys gonna go break the stuff for me? What are you guys doing? Oh, you guys still working on the pipes. Fair enough. Seem alright. Alright, I need more than 3. I have hydrogen. Fortunately, I have polluted oxygen and O2. Natural gas. Chlorine. Carbon. I would prefer that the only thing in the boiler is carbon, since we can always expand on slicksters. This is... I think those are currently holding a lot of carbon because I was having a pressure issue in here. I think I can go ahead and get rid of. And make sure I'm not hitting the wrong stuff, but get rid of all that automation. I don't think we have a problem getting carbon down here, but this system is primarily for mushroom farm up here, which has plenty of pressure, plenty of carbon in there. At some point, probably change that high pressure vent out for a normal one. I want to make more space in here so I can store more gases and liquids. So this is hydrogen storage. Ideally, I can start sending that just straight down and have those hydrogen gens down here. But can I make these out of steel? I can. Okay. And I don't know, tell me if this idea is too crazy to work. What if I make a vacuum seal around the perimeter? So let's say I have insulated, empty space, insulated, all the way around it. And in between the two tiles, the empty space is just a vacuum. So it's impossible for temperature to escape. There will be points where it can, like obviously entry points so they can get in here. But that would be a lot more manageable than just letting it leach through the bottom of the base like it's been doing. So looking at where the gases are pulling up, I want to grab all the hydrogen in here. I'm going to need a pump over here. I'm going to start throwing those in here too. Do I need it to be steel though? Probably not. You don't need much steel. Well, ideally, I'm not keeping the tube in the boiler room because that will eventually melt. I have to tackle that. I might have to push this whole line over left so that I can put a gap here. Or I could double insulate. We'll see. One thing at a time. I'm going to start removing gases from here. That should grab all the hydrogen. And then... Actually, it'd be easier to see this way. I wish it wouldn't change overlays. How can I get normal overlay? I want to see the game normally when I'm putting the pump down. This is a little frustrating. Okay. 8 kg, 7. Okay, so it likes to build up here the most. It looks like chlorine likes to go here the most at 12 kg. Yeah. I'm going to be making a lot of things out of steel today. Alright. What's that? I'll do anything else. I'm not using the plastic right now. So we just take those out. And the automation for it. This is probably going to be moved somewhere. It's like pleading for its life. Please, I'll produce plastic. Please don't destroy me. Okay. Filtration. So I can do a pretty... Okay. I could do a pretty neat line of gas filters. And then send the line up here to the reservoirs. I could also just do it up here, since there's space for it. You know what I'm realizing? There's a gap here. I think I should try to take advantage of every block of space I have. Let's see if there's any ventilation conflict. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be pretty awkward. I guess I'll keep the line here then. A lot of things we can break here. So, chlorine, natural, hydrogen, everything else that's going through, it's going to be O2, polluted O2, carbon. I suppose we could just send that back down. Yeah, we can send those back down. Actually, it would look really neat if I did a line of these and then line this up with like the input. I really care about the filling stations. Not really. Plus, I should also really commit to, yeah, I really should commit to every tile of space I have here. It means I have to break some things and move some things up. So be it. This is powering. Let me guess. Yeah, the kitchen. Of course it is. Of course it is. What's the load on this wire? And this one? Ugh. And that one? We'll just have to be without a kitchen for a second. Turns out we already were, so it doesn't matter. Because I broke this wire. Okay, well, let's go ahead and have that wire set up. So this transformer will be up. So I'll just drag it here. Time to go. Hey, Jag. Caught me in the midst of some remodeling. Fancy new stuff. Oh yeah, you probably missed quite a bit from last stream. I can't tell you what changes I've made. I can hardly tell myself. You know what? You don't really need mesh there, I'm realizing. I mean, you don't really need mesh here. I do want to keep like a pattern though, so I could do like the two in the middle, right? Oh, it bothers me so much. Oh, it's unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. What's the solution to this? Well, then it's odd. If it's odd, then the problem is there's a ladder on each side. Same problem. Not gonna be even. Damn it. That's okay. That's not a big deal. Not a biggie. Lead? I should probably be using lead when I can because I have a lot of it. And if I do that, I get a lot of refined materials back from like replacing all this wire. Yeah, I'm not going to go too crazy on the reconstruction. I'm more interested in the remodeling portion. Reconstruction could come later, but I'll give them that one line to do. Look at the speed. Look at the efficiency. Now this pipe is wrong. I don't know why Castlevania was on the brain there. This line was for the refinery, which I'm not using currently. I'm definitely overusing that refinery up here. Done with that. Can't really tell what's going on here. I think there's a pipe I'm not using. Yeah. Oh, this will keep them from being idle. They'll have plenty to do. Insulate liquid pipe, liquid bridge. How do I hit the empty on that? Maybe they won't empty the bridge. Maybe I don't need to worry about that. Maybe they will just empty the correct pipe behind it. And then this radiant liquid pipe is lead radiant. And I use lead for ventilation. Oh no, I just used freaking rock for that. I need to worry about igneous. Nah, I'll just use granite here. Now, do I want... I still kind of like the idea of the filtration being up here, but then I have to run gas pipes a lot longer up. And I kind of like just running the gas pipes through. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Okay, let's get these going up there. That's grabbing carbon. I'm not worried about that one. This is grabbing... That's natural gas. This is something else. Okay, this is in my way. And I hardly use that. Oh yeah, it's gonna be... Oh, I got wire all this crap too. Anyone heard of a freaking vacuum, man? Just... Can we research how to build a vacuum? Over here, like, creating whole systems for temporary gas removal. I just need somebody to suck it up with their mouth or something. Too much work. Alright, I don't know how this is gonna go. This is gonna be kind of jank. Because I got to bridge twice. But I can't connect two bridges. So I gotta do like a little there. Okay, change of plans, we're routing it over this way. And I could set up my filters. And I want it to line up with the input of these. The one there. And one there. And one more. A little bit of conflict coming up. It's alright. We'll go around it. I'm rather, well, really hoping to see them same distance apart. It just would look neater. Damn hydrogen generator. Damn you. Maybe temporarily. Alright, just for now. I plan on moving those down at some point anyway. That would have to be bridged twice. That one's already good. No, that hydrogen. Alright, what if I do that? Amazing. Alright, now I'm just missing bridges. Make sure we're going the right direction with these. Great, I don't really need an output for him yet. And all this new stuff is going to need power. Okay. I could be lazy about this one. What's the load? I mean, that's okay. That's an easy one to do. Appreciate that. And this one, also an easy one. We just hook the watt wire up to it. Okay. And again, we just watt wire from here. Stressing about nothing. Any more deconstructing wires I can do? I'm not using this. Go ahead and do that. Get those prongs out of here. This is an extra bit of wire I don't need. Same here. Getting some power flickering. Fridge is currently off. Okay, I see why. Really gonna need you guys to prioritize that wire before things start spoiling. Also, this is disconnected. That's a problem. I've been noticing a lot more. It's hard to see it, but I can feel it. The lag. This is not connected to the grid anymore. Still has juice remaining. It's not getting juice from anything else, I assume. This could be moved up. I mean, it should be. And I'm going to. But how much space, though? So, cannot. So, 2. Oh, those are not even hooked up anymore. Oh my god. Well, they're going up 2 spaces anyway, so go ahead, plan for that. And then this will be 2 spaces up. Which means it'll go like this. And I'll go out like that. I've already given you guys so much to do, though. Maybe I should chill out. I feel like the hydrogen is going to leak from this. And I should probably connect this up temporarily. But cut off the vents from it. Yeah. So it doesn't get any new hydrogen. I also need to make sure that this gas has Cancel that. I need that pipe. Trim that. Trim that. It should be fine. It's not going to go anywhere because of filters, so it'll stay put when I assign the filters to them. Alright, quick work on that transformer. I appreciate it. Now we're going to go lead for as much as I possibly can use it for. That's abundant. I really need this to go before I can put new tiles down. Also, that white wire is a problem. Okay, so we're doing 2 solid tiles. And when those run out, then I can destroy them. Rowan, I don't think you're stuck. Okay. A little bit of automation can go. Actually, not. I still need that line. That can go, though. I can also use lead for that. Man, I've been missing out on using lead a lot earlier. I didn't really think about what was being used here. Copper? That's fine. Okay. After looking, reviewing it for a second, it is okay. Three tiles, so this could hold more gas reservoirs when I move these away. Alright, finish with the filters. I know I want natural gas on the right side, since that's closest to the kitchen. Right, and we'll need power. Hydrogen. I'm putting up here anyway, so having it under it just is a natural fit. So the left one to be hydrogen. And the middle one, chlorine, it was. Yeah, chlorine. And wires to that. Oh, look at that. Sorry, lined up for me. Food decayed. Yeah, you guys never finished this stuff here. My food can stop decaying. Gotta wait. All right. You guys didn't finish this new pipe yet, dang. I don't want to start snipping anything until you guys are finished with it, but I'll cut it here, and then we'll start sending it that way. Alright, fridges have power. I'm using proximity. Yeah, I still can't tell which one's better, using proximity or not. I keep switching back and forth. One more pipe, man. Come on. How the bugs doing? Yeah, these things lay eggs pretty fast. I never did set... Oh, well, you know, maybe I should just set it to max. Even if it does make them unhappy. Finally. Got there. That'll drain on its own. That was clean like that. Yeah, look at that mix of gas. Oh yeah, I did put a vent. Also, there's this random gas pipe here. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. So it should be mostly like carbon that blocks it, because mostly carbon down there already. We can send that we just send that back into there. That will help to push all the other gases up. Yeah, sounds good. It's a convenient place to send it down to. Although it could go to the mushrooms, because that's disconnected currently. One downside though is that gas is warm, so it'd eventually kill those plants. I mean, how warm are we talking? It's not that warm in here. Where was I taking the carbon before? Oh, I was taking it from the bottom of the base, which is cooler than the boiler room. Okay, yeah, we'll just be safe and send it back down. Then when that's all hooked up, this will look neat, saying the gas is getting sorted. Oh, you left that one. It's gonna bother me. Those aren't really growing. I just realized how close we were to that spore child. Zombie swarms. Alright. It should be flowing. It is... no power? Brother. What happened? Gas must flow. Yeah. There will be hydrogen in there. Not as much as everything else. Yeah, this is where the hydrogen is. Doesn't even seem to have, like... out, in, out. This thing doesn't want to... doesn't want to take its turn in the loop. I mean, these guys are sharing the space. This one's not even trying. Huh. It'd be nice finally to get that chlorine out of here. And then I have this natural gas storage. I can send it over. I don't need to worry about that now. I mean, it's working. I could move on to the next thing. I just don't like that this is not moving at all. Maybe I just have too many pumps connected to the same line. Because this thing will always be pumping. Even when it gets to the point that there's only carbon left, it'll keep pumping, and this hydrogen will never move out of here. Maybe instead I could send it... I'll send it down to this pump. Oh yeah, if I bridge there, it's an issue. This is so jank. Ah. When you're on the gas layer, you can't click the gas bridge, which is stupid. Yeah, that one doesn't have a problem sharing. If I could do this too, just to get that hydrogen out. I was hoping. We'll deal with it later. That bridge is useless. Alright, it's the first bit of hydrogen getting sorted there. I mean, I could keep this going. I could expand on it. Filter out more gases than just those three. But those are the main three I'm seeing in here. Yeah, carbon is so abundant, I don't really know what to do about that one. I don't know what I was doing here, but I guess you could leave it. Wait, that means this is no longer a room. Yeah. Turns out this wasn't a room either. I gotta block this off. I didn't catch that. Okay, what can be made out of steel? That's the next thing. This is already made out of steel. What else? Probably mostly refinement. The glass forge. Even when we use igneous rock, if I can't use metal, this does overheat at 90°C. Which means it cannot be in the part of the boiler room that I'm going to use for steam. Which I was going to use this area for. So this will probably, I mean, we already have one right there. It'll be on this side, I guess. This will be the steam room. And then this will be everything else that can't handle 90°C. Glass forge being one of those. The rock crusher can be made out of steel. I'm just going to place it down just to see how I'm going to lay everything out. The refinery can also be made out of steel. I believe this one already is. But ideally I have it here. And the polymer press, also steel. I mean, yeah, I do that because I already had 3 sitting here before. That only gives me like 2 more tiles to work with, which I can't really fit anything else here. So the polymer and the refinery. But do polymer. I can put these closer together. I gotta remove this. I gotta remove this petroleum boiler. A little upsetting. Hoping to not have to do that. Actually, all that can go. That's gonna bother me that's not lined up anymore, but, you know, so be it. And then the refinery. Yep, I can still fit 2 polymers here. This is where most of the heat will generate, and then, well, I have to take out this space for steam turbines. That might conflict with the gas filters up there. Oops. These are pretty big. Ah, shit. Oh, actually, it'll sit under them. I just gotta get rid of the filling stations. I guess that's fine. I'm not really doing those right now anyway. That watt wire is in the way, though. Actually, is it? No, I can place the building on it. It's tiles I have to worry about, not buildings. Okay, this uses plastic as well as metal. It's a problem. I'm also out of steel, so... I mean, maybe that's okay. Maybe I don't really need steel here because it's not supposed to be hot up here. It might be warm up here, but it should never get hot enough to overheat gold. Could be a little cheap and do lead. I could probably get away with that, actually. So if I wanted to, I could lay in 3. What if I slide this all the way over? Can I lay in 4? I mean, the ladder's in the way. But if I want to slide that over to the right, I could destroy the fire pole. I mean, I can only make 2 for now, so it's not really an issue at the moment. Yeah, maybe I should go ahead and take out those ladders. That way I could slide that all the way to the edge. Because I might end up adding to that in the future. I still don't know if this is going to work, by the way. Like, running all these heat producers in this room and then boiling it up and steam turbining it. Is this made out of steel? It is. I assume all these pumps are. And they're constantly running too. Maybe, currently pipe block. Oh yeah, it's I don't need to look at that one. Maybe I need an element sensor. All right, wow, we get a lot of natural gas. Okay, so I need to hook my oil line up here. Can you kind of chill out? It's on a P1, right? Kind of wait for you to stop working on it. Any day now. All right, thanks. So we'll go ahead and trim that so you stop using it. Do we need to run? I mean, I'm sure we don't need to run more than one. I mean, even with the one, I'm sometimes trying to get them to stop using it. The blast shot maker. That can be made out of steel. It's not really like a super priority to have it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and break it. So currently, how do I want to send this? This pipe's not being used for anything, so get rid of all that. End this vent. I didn't really think about this, but like insulating it, not a bad idea if you want to keep it high from the bottom. But I think we shouldn't have a problem building steam up here with all these machines together. Snip, snip, snip. You keep those pipes then. And then, oh, I'm dumb, dude. I'm dumb. It's supposed to go here, man. And then the output goes up. Then snip here. Up there. Here. Dumb again. Need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, I think I figured it out. These drainers are assigned. Yeah, I should set it to 8. I guess I didn't need to empty that, actually. It would have just been pulled through the pipe on its own. Crude oil filling station. I guess I don't have a reservoir for it. I do be grabbing crude oil from my my water locks, airlocks, whatever. Yeah, maybe I could just leave that there. That's for glass. The only reason why I put it down is because I want to see solar panels really bad. A little bit of issue with, like, room getting petroleum over to the plastics here. That's okay. I don't mind bridging, considering this will mostly be hidden anyway. I guess you might as well do that, just to make it clean. I don't like taking these angles with pipes and vents if I can help it. Yeah, if you want a 9 on that, that's fine. Generator doesn't really need... I don't think it needs dupe input. No, it doesn't. What's the temp in here already? Pretty hot, but not steam hot. I'm still gonna need like 30 Cs in here. Okay. Oil flows. That's fine. Fine. Reservoir. Goes to the buildings it needs to. Cuts down on plastic production a little bit, but I'm kind of hoping to farm glossy Drecos. Eventually, I'll get around to making a hydrogen room for those. Let me find some, like, little task for them to do. Oh, they still need to empty this, but yeah, they can't reach that. I got you, fam. Sorry, what material were you using? Fossil. What? What? Fossil? What the hell? Why the heck are you using fossil for? Well, I know I used fossil as like a panic building material for somebody who was stuck in the underground. But why did you save the setting for that, but you don't save my priority setting for placing buildings down from yesterday? I always have to go back to setting things to 9 again. But you'll remember I used fossil for my ladders. Oddly specific. How's that power? I hate that power line. I'm over it. I've been seeing this stick out for too long. For too damn long, I've put up with it. Actually, I'll need it to go like that. It's too bad that lead is, a lot of it's just sitting at the bottom, which is why they keep running to grab it. So if you guys could just sweep it and bring it up with us, man. I do want to continue exploring down here. Was there an issue with me interacting with this? I don't think so. I want to get to this so I can stop. There's a lot of automation for what? Just lock that door? Crazy. I never did sweep up these suits. You know what? That's a great idea. Go ahead and sweep up those suits. Because we can go ahead and set up more confetti suits for future dupes. Alright, check the temps. Getting better. The rooms are comfortable. That's pretty important. I don't know how long that was already. Quick learner. People like that quick learner. It's like in a lot of RPGs, if you have a lot of int, you get more skill points. Pretty similar here. Doesn't your science skill go up the more you do research though? Well, research is limited. It is in a limited quantity, because there's basically no research left for me to do. You know what? Not my priority to take on any dupes right now. Check on this. This has been kind of like temporary storage for everything. I've also been letting them store eggs here without letting them like incubate. Long hair slickster. Yeah, that's fine. If they stay in the storage long enough, they just come out as an egg. Like a raw egg instead of the animal. Which is fine for some of them, and for others I would prefer as so far I'm okay with that. Unreachable build for the wire replacement. Oh, that's right, I could be working on that still. We're getting a lot of materials back by replacing everything with lead. Oh, apparently this is already lead. Well, at least I knew to use lead in some parts here. Oh. Don't need all that. Oh, I think that was my carbon... No, my carbon skimmer's right here. Oh, speaking of... we'll probably get that back on. This one's already... This thing turned off or something? Or is there... Oh, there's a lot of chlorine gas sitting on top. The carbon's down here. That's fine. I mean, I don't mind this being... I don't mind the carbon being up higher, actually, but... leave it there. Alright, anyway, back to wiring. Okay, I guess I could leave that exosuit station there. Oh, I had deodorizers there. Yeah, I think I got everything there. Which just leaves this area. This have a lot of lead. I'm trying to use it, man. Wait, what's this pump for? I was filling the liquid loop. Oh yeah, how's the temps going on in here? This was terrible, by the way. This whole thing, terrible. I'll do it differently next time. Oh yeah, what about this line? I don't think I got this one yet. And we get the materials back for that. Maybe you can grab this too. I don't know if you can reach any of that. Okay, any other bits of wire that need to go? Yeah, what about normal wire? Steel, wolframite, gold, iron. You can't use lead for normal wire. That's currently dormant. Oh, now we can go in and do our thing. I did say I wanted to wait on dormancy to get in here. Yeah, I wanted to put an Atmos sensor. Yeah, I'm not really in a hurry to get that done. You guys have a lot to do with all the lead wiring. Also, this is the second time, I think, seen this spill here. I don't know what's up with that. A lot of chlorine sitting on that. Okay, this is not operating. I see. What's the temp of this water? Oh, it's not bad, actually. But I do want to take that pull out at some point. Is there any mix in here? There's no mix. It's just polluted water. That's surprising. I don't see any other fluids. Okay. Well, this seems like a pretty good sign. I could put a bucket here. Basically, don't dig out any of the abyssalite. Very good for holding temps. I mean, we could carve this area. I mean, it could be like a natural bucket. It wouldn't look as industrial. I don't know. Sometimes I like it industrial. Sometimes I just like it natural. I think in this case, I like natural looking water buckets here. So we'll just kind of carve this out. It's going to eyeball it here. So that's fine. Diagonals, man. I give you guys plenty to do. It's gonna annoy me a bit. I don't. Sorry, I gotta dig those two out. Have I been using like a predefined amount of tiles here? I think I was kind of trying to do that up here, and I kind of gave up on it and just sent them wherever I felt like they needed it. You guys could just be using mafic rocks since that seems to be in abundance. It's in abundance, but it's not unlimited. Well, not really anything. Nothing's really unlimited except for whatever that material, regolith, freaking regolith. I don't think anything uses mafic rock anyway. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know, just every little bit. I'm not going to really think about it too hard. I'm sure they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. Someone's going to get stuck to working on that. That's definitely where I want to send all the polluted water I find. Alright, Operation Bucket begins. And lead wires. What is being leaked here? That might be natural gas. Right, you guys. Wait a minute. Oh, gas output. Right, because the... Actually, why? Carbon. Okay. Connect that to an existing one? Yeah, it certainly could. I'm not going to be able to hide this vent very well. If I can't hide the vent well, then I should just embrace the vent. Embrace the industrial look. Yes, I'm still seeing temps in the 60s and then close to 55 near the bottom. And plastic is on. Do I still want to switch for that? Yeah, I like having a switch for it. I'm just gonna make everything out of lead that I'm not sure about, and well, we'll see. We'll see if any of it overheats. 'Cause I'm not sure about lead here. But it does say melting point 327. Is there an overheat? It doesn't seem to be an overheat issue. It's more just if it hits that melting point at 327. That's, yeah, it's probably never going to happen here. Oh, you know what else I forgot to add? The most obvious one. The metal refinery. Huh. I didn't think about that. Well, let's go ahead and get... You want to use Mavic Rock? Nah, because that'll make the heat spread better instead of buffering the heat from coming out. I gotta make room for the refinery too in this setup. Look like little RVs. they do have that like 50s, 60s RV aesthetic I used to see as a kid. Yeah, it's good. Alright, refinery. Alright, here's a... Wait a minute. I can't use steel. So the most obvious heat-producing building is itself going to overheat. Because I've already tested this. 90C, this will overheat, but I need more than 90C to boil water. So this cannot be in here. But the liquid output can be piped through here, and that will make it hot. So I can stick it like here or something. Also, I need duplicates to enter. But I don't want the steam getting out. So I guess I'll need a liquid lock. So actually, I need a door slid over more. And I've wired a lot of stuff through this ladder, unfortunately, so it's just going to become exposed. So be it. You need a liquid lock for this. I can't think of any other way. If they got to be able to enter and exit, a door's not going to cut it. Things are going to leach out whenever the door is temporarily opened. Someone's always going to have to come in and turn this on. Right. Liquid lock it is. Sorry, it's been a sec. Okay. I don't feel like I should have had to look at what a liquid lock looks like. This is occupied? Oh, freaking watt wire. No, I didn't think about watt wire. My plan ruined. I mean, it's kind of okay. I guess I could let watt wire go through the water lock. It's not going to be the greatest temperature seal, though. Hmm. How's my plumbing here? I can't spin the refinery. What's the input-output looking like? We want to take petroleum because we get that really hot. Oh, but if we get it really hot and it goes back into the building, I think that itself will overheat it. I think. I mean, pretty sure if you're putting like 200-degree petroleum back into itself, it should overheat. If it doesn't, then that doesn't make any sense. If it's got overheat temperature of 90°C and it's only considering ambient temperature for overheat damage. Because you wouldn't think to do that. To be okay with pumping hot water in there. Okay, maybe I don't use a refinery. Maybe I just use these and that's good enough. I think I need an aqua tuner. I don't see any other way around it. But then I still want a liquid lock because they still have to come in. But if I'm going to use an aqua tuner anyway, then I can actually just move the oil refinery and the rock crusher down so they can operate those in this room. And then this can generate heat in this room. These also produce a lot of heat. I don't know. Not sure. I just wish there was a cleaner way to set up a steam room that they could go in and out of without leaching outside of using a water lock. It's not coming to me. Got no idea. And plus I have to take this, take all this conveniently connected wire out and just set a transformer down here. And, I'm kind of upset because I set all this up thinking it was going to work, but I just don't see how. I don't see a clean way to do it. Maybe there's not a clean way to do it. And plus with the liquid lock, I mean, the heat's still going to leach because it'll hit the liquid itself in the liquid lock and then leach out here. I just don't think there's a way to get it hot enough without an aqua tuner, but I'm so tired of setting up aqua tuners. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind having an aqua tuner somewhat close to base that I can utilize for cooling down. So maybe that will work. I'm gonna need metal tiles. Can I do lead? Oh, heck yeah. I'm sure that'll be fine. I don't think any of that'll melt. And we're finally running out of lead. Took long enough. I want to insulate it here. Okay, got plastic back on. That's good because we were basically out of plastic. Oh, it means I can get another steam turbine in here. I don't know how many steam turbines to put in here. But if I got room for 4, I'll do 4. What is leaking out? Polluted water. That's right. That's right. Now I remember. It's pretty annoying that it does that. Oh, yeah, that's really annoying that that does that. I should have left this down here. Oh, now I feel stupid. God, I hate that there's no output for it. It just leaches polluted water on the floor. It's terrible. Because we want water sitting in here so it can be boiled up, sucked up. It's going to be mixing with the polluted water, which takes a lot more temp to boil, I believe. Plus, I don't think you can get steam out of polluted water, right? Or maybe just get polluted O2 at that point. But then it might be wrong element damage because these only take steam, not polluted O2. This can't be here, so I know that's got to be moved. So that's the first thing. No, I want to see the pipage, which means I can go back to having this. I'm sorry, you want to make that out? What are you, crazy? Make it out of iron? Steel? Oh, it's gonna cost me 800 steel. That hurts. But this one's already made out of steel. Yeah, so I'm getting that back. It's fine. And then just using igneous. I mean, that's all it really needs. And then watt wire gold. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can put 2, 3 wide buildings there. Okay, so the polluted water is down here. And this is all enclosed. Is that okay? They don't need to get in here to operate this. And this will be 2 different rooms. This will be sealed off from this one. But eventually this room would fill with polluted water, so it needs some place to go. Maybe this has to be mesh then. I mean, now I want to like do insulated here. Just do insulated. Wait, why am I even using metal? Oh, because I want to take advantage of temperature coming from here as well. I think this has to be insulated. Yeah. Also, the size of this building is 3 tall. Not too tall. It looks like it's 2 tall, but this is 3 tall because of that animation right there. If it was 2, I could slide it under this pump and take advantage of these 2 tiles and then be able to close it up. But then I'll actually have to close it up here because there's not enough space. Okay, so this will be closed off from this room. So this room will just be petroleum gens. I guess it could just be petroleum gens all the way down. Three tiles wide. Well, you need a metal refinery as well. You want to suck up the water or just let it drop? I guess we just let it drop. Nah, I'm not happy with that. I really want this to be closed up. And then have these be metal tiles. So I will put a pump in there. Question is, where am I sending it? I could send it to this bucket here. Probably a good idea. It'll take a lot of work to, what do we got here? What we got? A leaky oil fissure. Is that the same as oil well is different from a fissure? Where is that at again? You know, we kind of made our way most of the way to it. I do want to check it out, figure out how to tame that one. Anyway. Pump, and then send that pump. Doesn't have to go too far. Probably make this a path they could take. I mean, they can almost like enter in through here from this direction, which I don't want. Because then they don't have to go through. Well, these are locked. So actually, no matter what they do, they have to be in suits. Right now, I don't think they have. Yeah, they don't even have access to any of this because these locked doors. And plus, this is blocked off. Ugh, I must have steel, man. Water seems to, like, go in here. These plastic producers will be dropping off steam too. So actually, they'll be adding water to the system, which could be... I don't know. That might mean eventually there's too much water in that room. Could be an issue. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. bit of a trip. Uh, nah. Yeah, I don't mind doing that, just dropping it off there. Hopefully that doesn't become a temp issue, though. That'd be some pretty warm, polluted water running along the bottom of the base. Make sure this is insulated. Hopefully I don't cook myself if I'll insulate the whole base, though. Of course, you guys will need access. Which means you'll also be able to work on this. A little 2-for-1 out of it. I'm gonna use Mafic Rock. Let me double check. Thermally reactive here. Requires a little energy to raise and temperature. Heats and cools quickly. Yeah, there's already water on top of that because this is not sealed yet. These turbines will need room for vents. It'd be difficult to use steam turbines in that room. I don't doubt it. We'll get an aqua tuner in there. I don't think you can put a vent there, can you? Nah. Plus, I'd want to connect them so I'd use less materials. Yeah, so actually I want a bridge. Should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's get this plastic fish out of here. Actually, get rid of that too. Probably just get rid of the automation. Then I gotta get in there and get the plastic. Well, I did say I was gonna need a water lock. Methane and polluted oxygen. Okay, hold on. What's emitting what? You're right. You're right. I hate it. I hate it so much. I feel like I wasted so much time. You're absolutely right. Damn it. Why can't we just have a copy-paste function game, please? I just want to, like, I could take, like, one day and sit here in a sandbox and just, like, come up with systems that work and then be like, cool, and then, like, copy it to, like, a directory or something. And then whenever I make a new colony and I have all those resources unlocked, I can open up a new tab that's, like, a blueprint tab. But because I can't do that, there's no reason for me to take time out of my day when I'm not streaming to go and really research it all. Maybe I just... Fuck. Why's gotta go be so complicated? Na, 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 na. Why does it gotta be so complicated, man? Alright. Now, so much for that idea. Yeah, thanks for working on those pipes. I don't need it anymore. I don't even care. I don't screw it, man. I don't even want to mess with all that. Meticulously deconstructing pipes. I'm good. Let's just... What am I doing with this then? Just want to be free. Free from what? I'm the guy that says he wants problems. Well, this pipe's not pointless. This pipe could have a purpose. It will need a filter, but it will have a purpose. I start emptying this water out of here. Oh, forgot what it looked like. So we can send that. You know, I don't really have any purpose for like this room right here. I could just do that. I mean, of course, working in there is going to be possible without breaking some things. In, and then back in, and then do a bridge, and then send that back in here, I guess. Snip. And no more snip, that's good. And snip. And snip. Maybe if you just break that towel, you can reach the filter. A blueprint option should be a must. I'm shocked that it isn't. Last time I really put a lot of time in this game, it was long before ranching was a thing. There was no outside the map. And coming back to it and seeing all the new stuff, I've been enthralled with the game. But a constant issue keeps showing up that I'm surprised there wasn't anything done about it. Was I'm making a lot of people are making a lot of the same systems and putting them in different places in the map. Why is there not a copy? Because not only it solves two problems, it gives you a reason to research it in your own time and to go into the sandbox and test things, right? And then save them instead of like saving a file with a big empty room with the system in them and just like eyeballing it and being like, oh, okay. And then going back to your survival colony. Oh yeah, I forgot. That needs to be wired. But yeah, lots of new critters, lots of new buildings I haven't seen before. But like, I guess utility-wise, like player-wise, it still feels the same. I haven't really seen, like, none of this has changed at all. I can't tell you if anything was really added on the player side of things, more so on the asset side of things. A lot of things were added. But I'm surprised a blueprint tab wasn't like the first thing that showed up. As like, you know what, players are really complaining about having to remake the same systems over and over and laying out everything individually. I mean, you already have this, right? You already have this copy down here. So it can remember what you put down last. Why can't it just remember, like, a bunch of things that you put down last, so you don't have to do it all over again? It's just a very pre-planny kind of experience, this game. Don't get me wrong, love it. Love the experience, love the troubleshooting, but that's only if you can troubleshoot it. The problem I've been having is, first of all, not smart enough to troubleshoot it. Second of all, can't be bothered. It's just like too much work. I can't just click a copy blueprint and then slap it down. Because I've already set up an aqua tuner before, and it's like, the only reason why I don't set up more is because I don't want to. That's all it is. I mean, I did put down another one. It's not really... It's not the smartest use for it, but... I don't know, it was attempts. Yeah, it's not... Maybe not the smartest use for it, but... I really couldn't figure out what else to do about cooling down the water in here, and this was the simplest solution. I'm not looking for efficient solutions. I'm looking for simple solutions. If it's going to take me 30 minutes to place it all down and then an hour to watch them finally get it done, it's just not a simple solution to me. I'd rather go decorate the base. That's just me. Oh, is this the base game? Yeah, no DLCs. Returning to the game, I wasn't sure, like, do I still, like, love it enough to want to spend more money to get the DLCs? And I'm in the yes camp. But I still haven't got, like, the ending for a colony yet. Like, with the space-related stuff. And yeah, I could always probably just brute force it. Just to get it done. But I'm enjoying my time. At least the rest of the base is looking a little more green. There's that. Well, I'm gonna have to think on a new project to work on. Oh, you guys didn't... Oh, I guess you didn't need to break that tile, but... break it anyway. Alright, is this... we plumbing here? Brother. Plummet. Oh, filter. Not connected. What's going on? What's going on with that? You guys gonna finish that up? Yeah, you go down there, you get that lead. Have a bad PC and always have SPS issues late game. Yeah, I've noticed the lag spikes at the start of the cycle. They're getting a little bit longer as the time has gone on. I've also had the occasional lag spike when I'm interacting with some of the items in here. And then it'll change the overlay. And then by the time I place the item down, it doesn't register. And then I'll move my cursor away, and then I'll place like 17 pipes by mistake. Because it'll like buffer my input for later. Okay, filter. That's a lot of fluids to select from. I feel like I ain't seen that much of the game with that many fluids. Okay, what are we waiting on? Building disabled. I have been enjoying ranching. And then some might say, well, isn't ranching kind of just play itself? And to those people I say, doesn't the game just play itself? If you really think about it, the goal is to create systems so that the game plays itself. But ranching kind of allows you to do that a lot sooner. With at least where ranching's concerned, that can be pretty automated pretty early. Alright, you guys are just gonna keep... Alright, I guess I do have a sweeping task, fair enough. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, so be it. At least we're working on Project Bucket. Guess we're getting that done today. Well, I felt like I could just set the automation back up. One day I will create a colony. And I won't even, like, play the game for the first 5 hours. All I'll do is just place down systems all over the map where they need to be. And then after all the systems are placed down, all the base layout is done, then I can click play. That probably makes the most sense. Because the just send it mentality is giving me a lot more problems. You want me to zoom out? Sure. I need to connect this back up and I'll do that. That's too bad. Actually, I had you guys destroy that. This is basically the base. And top and bottom are tubes. There's not too much going on out here yet. I'm figuring that part out. Yeah, it gets pretty big. It does get pretty huge. All these offshoot areas are just for harvesting. Anyways, can we finally see this? Alright, cool. That is unfortunate. I split this bucket in half because I could be grabbing more polluted from this too. Maybe I could set up something for the salt water. I would like for these to be empty. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should have placed that lower. Okay, I'll set a second water pump. I think the flow will be the same, but at least they'll evenly start draining. Oh yeah, what's the load on that wire, by the way? Ah, that can handle it. The problem is this is not really in polluted water. It's a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating. Maybe. I do something similar to what I was doing up here with the gas, but do it with the water down here. I'm gonna need some liquid reservoirs. I've got oil, polluted, salt. Oh my God. I was about to say, if there's salt water and brine, I'm gonna blow a gasket. Alright, there's 4 fluids. You got water on top, don't you? Yeah, you do. You know you do. Alright, 5 reservoirs. Screw it. Yeah, the maintenance driving me batty. Should have never just said F it and let the fluids mix. Because I'd like for this just to be all oil drop off from the slicksters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I can only fit 5 in that, 4 in that room. Unless I move that out of the way. Which is fine, that's just for glass, it's not really a priority. You don't think it'll handle it? All the reservoirs? Probably not. But, hey, pipe them somewhere else from there. Because these don't take power. They kind of act as a, like, once there's fluid in here, they kind of act as a pump themselves. I decide where to send that later. Yeah, I'm gonna find a use for all this mafic rock. Wow, this take a while. Ew, I didn't think about where I was gonna set the filtration up, huh? Bad. Bet I have all this carbon in here. Maybe I go ahead and break these. I can set the filtration up in here. Oh, ideally I wanted these to stack on top, not go horizontally. I see, I see. Okay, I see. I see a way. There'll be a tile, reservoir, tile, reservoir, tile, reservoir, tile, reservoir, and it all fits. I think it'll work, but I need to put down the filters first. That tile's in the way. To redirect that oil somewhere. These ladders are in the way. Yeah, I mean, that's the only four I need. That all fits there. This oil's got to go somewhere else. Ah, God, it's just a lot of... It's just a lot, man. Just a lot. It's too much. I'm not gonna bother all that. I'll figure out this spaghetti. Salt, brine, polluted oil, and water. I mean, no, it wouldn't have worked because I can only fit 4. I need 5. Needing 5 filters. It's crazy. There's not a catch-all filter. Oh. They're going to space to get mafic rock. You know what? I should have probably thought about that. Just pump it into space. That's one way. That's definitely one way. I feel like I'm just... I don't know, maybe worried. I'm just sweating the small stuff, it feels like. Oh, it's white wire. Yeah, I feel like I'm just sweating the small stuff. Oh my god, how long has this been ready? It's probably ready forever. I'm also tired of manually moving stuff that prints from this. Man, I think I'm just tired. I think I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired. Tired of it. Yeah, when you say it out loud, it really does hit you. Like when you finally admit to something you've been putting off for too long. I think I'm just tired. I think I've enjoyed my time with this colony quite a bit. But I am tired of the management. All right. And away I go. Takes too long to do anything. It's kind of losing me. Yeah, GG's. I think the colony has lost me on that one. I think once I realize I'm taking over an hour just to set up freaking filtration, that's where I draw the line. I think I'm good. I don't know if I'll come back to it. It sucks because I was at work today really looking forward to coming back and playing, and then once I actually sit in front of the computer and start messing with it, that's when I'm like, shit. This is what I was excited about doing today? Staring at the screen, waiting 30 minutes for people to put a pump in and some pipes and wires. I was fantasizing. I was fantasizing too much. Coming back and getting stuff done, and then the reality hits. Just some systems just don't work, and I don't have the know-how for other systems. So I'm still in that rut that I was feeling the past couple days, which is too bad because I really want to explore the space stuff a little bit. But at what end? At what end? When does it all end? And if I try to brute force it anyway, it's still gonna take like 20 freaking hours. I think I'm good. I think I would rather do another colony than try to complete everything in the game with the current colony. Even though this colony is so far in. Some things I like about it, but overall, I think to a new person that looks at it, I'm sure the base looks great. I'm sure all the work that's done is incredible, but to me, who's been looking at it the whole freaking time, I hate it. I just hate the look of it. It's inefficient. There's not gas and water filtration already set up. Liquids are mixed, gases are mixed. Some of those systems are very inefficient. Other systems don't work at all. But ranching is fine. Ranching is fine. That seemed to progress very well. I started out not knowing what to do. Began to understand what to do. Started doing it. Started automating it. Failing at automating it. And then understanding automating it. And then optimizing automating it. It was the perfect gameplay loop. But that was just for one part of the game, which is like arguably a small part of the game. And in the easier part of the game, which is ranching. But not so much for like temperature management. Gas and liquid management. Space management. I'm so tired of waiting for them to put down a single bunker door. I'm so tired. I want to play games, you know what I'm talking about? Like when you're sitting there just waiting on the dupes to get stuff done, it's like, what am I here for? I might as well go make a sandwich and come back 5 minutes later when it's done. Then I can start interacting with the new systems that just got built. And then there's other times where it's like too hands-on. I got the camera fully zoomed in and I'm trying to understand whether I made a bridge backwards or not. And it's like too much time spent on hands-on stuff. And then other times it's too little time. And then otherwise though, basically the time's being spent troubleshooting problems that are self-inflicted. And it sucks. Hitting these ruts sucks, and I think overall I'm having a colony rut. I'm going through a little colony rut right now. Where I'd rather start fresh and have it all, like I said earlier, just already built out. I already know where I want to put systems at, where I want to set things up at, where I want to dig. And then execute on those blueprints at no compromise. That way walls and tiles and wires and pipes don't start looking ugly. I hate it. I hate the spaghetti, man. I can't. I've tried so hard to I want pipes and like, especially pipes, right? Pipes and ventilation for the most part. I want those ribboning through the base and then branching off where they need to go, like a tree from a trunk, like branches from a trunk. Kind of like I did with the power spine. Like I was really happy with how the power spine came out. It started getting a little spaghetti by the end there because I kept having to like get power in faraway places. But overall, very happy with that part. I was kind of hoping maybe I could get it to be neater with the pipes and ventilation too, but that's going to require me to like actually bucket water, which I should have been doing. I should have already had like pre-designated areas to put certain waters into very early on instead of waiting till later to do it when so much of it's already mixed. It's going to cost me a lot of wattage to run pipes and filters for gas and liquids. And it's going to take a lot more time to get it done because of the travel. Well, that's definitely the furthest I've gotten. Was this the last one I was doing? I don't even know what this one is. I think that was maybe a test one. 150. I think this was the last one I did. I think this is the one I did before the current one. Where did I stop on this one? Okay, I kind of remember this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, cooling down the base with this. Right. What's the base temperature looking like? Oh, that's not bad, actually. I did have a ranching station for Dracos. It looks jank. I was also using O2 mask. Don't judge me. I didn't know. I didn't know just to skip those. Also, I'm using a farm station. Don't judge me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what stopped me from this one. I think I was just not sure what to do next. The spaghetti here. Does me again just you know what? Maybe there is some repeat history happening here. Here's me trying to water filter and then me going, you know what? I'm tired of this colony, and then moving on to the next one. Oh, I like that. I've already forgotten most of what happened in this colony, but I do remember it was a Rowan. Yeah, Rowan. Yeah, Rowan died. I think he was probably the only one that died on that file. Not good. Hey. Quit. Main menu. Maybe save without. Yeah, it's draining. I get excited to play it. I get home, and then the excitement kind of drains from my face once I realize I need to set something up to fix a problem. Especially when you didn't have to have that problem to begin with. You could have, like, pre-planned, you know, blueprinted it out, and then not had that issue. At least I understand how aqua tunas work. It would suck to actually create a colony and try to make it back to that level of progress, but I'm sure I could do it a lot sooner. Be a lot more efficient. Go ahead, I have a lot of things set in place, like buckets, filtration, storage for that, and build these stupid heat producing systems and the battery bank away from the base, not essentially next to it. I was saying hello to my next door neighbor. My next door neighbor was 60 degrees Celsius. Now, admittedly, it wasn't that hard to cool it down, but I didn't have to go through having to cool it down as much or at all if I just had the system further away, or I get a proper like boiler room going. That's what I really wanted to get done today. So yeah, realizing that's not gonna work, I was like, well, shit, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do today? I sit there and try to figure it out, but you guys will be there along for the ride too, which I know is not fun to watch when I sit there and have to like say nothing for 30 minutes and think about it, place something down, realize it doesn't work, take 5 minutes for them to break it down, take 5 minutes for them to set the next one up, and it's just, it's a cycle that drains me. And why, if I'm going to come back to playing this, especially if I'm going to stream it again, I need to plan these things out before they happen. There's nothing more draining than being like, all right, I'm going to do a stream for like this. Here's the plan today. You say it all, and then you don't get to do it. It's like, nope, doesn't work. And you're just like, well, shit, that's what I was excited for. So I guess I'm moving on. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move on. It's been good. I've enjoyed my break from XCOM. It might be time to come back. I think the big base is fixable more easily than this. You figured out how to make many things. I'm sure it is, but it doesn't mean it's not draining. I mean, if I fix it anyway, it's just, I don't think I'm drained just from the file itself. I think I'm just drained from the game. Mech sniper time. We'll see. I think I'm drained from the game. I think the game itself has drained me, not just the colony. But it's the results of the colony that has led me to that feeling. So I think I'm good. It's been fun. I will catch you guys tomorrow. But it will not be actually not included, obviously. It will be probably XCOM. But I don't know what units I'm running or what the challenge is going to be. I don't know what the rule set's going to be, but probably be XCOM tomorrow. Yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, I'll see you, main.